The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
This is the Eagles Sports Network. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. Mike, feels like the third time we've done one of these, and hopefully this is the one that sticks. But you're playing football starting on March 13th. How weird is season one for you as the head coach of Carson-Newman Football, getting ready to play a game when you would typically be playing your spring game?
The thing I've been told is it's good I don't know anything. So as the first year, we hadn't done it before, so we've been, good at just kind of being flexible and adjusting and just trying to figure out from day to day what's going on based on what's happening with the virus.
The league has been divided up into divisions, the Mountain and the Piedmont, and you play a 4-game conference schedule with technically 2 bye weeks sprinkled in, starting on March 13th with a trip to the UVA-Wise Highland Cavaliers. You didn't have a lot to do with actually setting this up. It's more about playing the cards that you're dealt. How do you stress that to your team as part of the laboratory of learning here and applying this application to how to act in the middle of a global pandemic?
It's different because we really haven't talked to the guys a whole lot about who we're playing and at what times. The biggest thing we've been focusing on is figuring out what we need to do to kind of get through where we're at in the moment. And so we haven't really talked about, who we're playing. We just primarily talked about the things that we need to do to become the team that we want to be.
How much of it is that? I mean, you heard Ken Sparks say it all the time. You heard Mike Turner say it all the time. It's about Carson-Newman being Carson-Newman. And how much of that is applicable in this scenario?
I think it's super applicable because you look at the situation with COVID, there's so many things that we can't control. And so we always talk about as a program, control the things that you can control and don't try to control the things that you can't. So it's really forced us to kind of be in that situation in life. So I think it has actually made it more realistic and more understandable, as a football team.
Wise, Mars Hill, Limestone, and Tusculum are the 4 that you play. You win your division, you get a 5th against the winner of the Piedmont division in first ever SAC title game. How do you like how it sets up for you?
I think it's set up pretty good. Not necessarily the teams that you play, but I think, being where we're at, I think the locations are all really close. We've got, got games to where we can go down and back in a day. And so I think, having to hopefully be able to carry a little bit more kids and kind of get more guys involved, I think that's a really good situation for us. What's this team need to do between now and the start of, I guess we'll call it winter camp, to be ready for this spring of 21? It's unique because this situation where you always talk about trusting your program. And it's a situation to where you really have to be able to trust guys to do what they're supposed to do. They left here for a week before Thanksgiving, and they won't be back until right up until when we start. So it's really critical for guys to kind of make sure they kind of take care of themselves, do the things that we need them to do, kind of stay on schedule, the things that we have planned out for them, and it'll all show up the day they get back, but we need them from day to day to be engaged and do things that they do for us to be successful. You start your your winter camp a lot earlier than you would typically start fall camp, gearing up to play in September. What's the game plan to use with the extra time, I suppose? And it's weird because you say you have extra time, but in reality, we're looking at, the distance is out there, but the actual time is not, because we normally have time that, no one's on campus. You'll be able to be here a couple of days and have their complete attention. But now, the thing that we'll have to do, we've got, 6 weeks there, but we have to, deal with them having class and other things going on and trying to make sure we balance that the right way. Mike, pleasure as always. Good luck in the spring of 21. Thank you. Looking forward to it. It's Carson-Newman head football coach Mike Clowney. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.